happy holidays to you.
Oh man, you know I could have actually had another day off today, but you know how this stuff is. I've been in that same damn place for 13 years, to where, you know, after Christmas Day we get literally one day off, and the next day we had to come back. I remember the first couple of years we had Christmas parties on a half day. That was awesome, right? But you know, I remember that one year where we had both Christmas Eve off and Christmas Day. That was in 2018. Why couldn't the same happen for a year like this where the 26th lands on a Friday? You know, that just doesn't, like, for a workplace that has a Monday to Friday schedule. You know, it would make sense to have the Friday off. You know, I remember when some companies, like the one that Rico was in, like last year in the summer. I remember he asked me, you know, because he had both. What was it? 4th of July at that time was on a Thursday, right? And then the following day, the 5th, that was a Friday. You know, most companies would have that day off, especially most offices, right? They would have that day off. You know what I'm saying? And in Rico's case, his company was part of that, where his company had the 5th off. And he asked me, "Are you off on the 5th as well?" And I said, "No, I only work. I had to come back to work that day." And you know, he said, "That place is cheap." Yeah, he said it. That dump is cheap. They're cheap as hell. They're so cheap. They're even cheap to this day still, because that motherfucker company president still refuses to even raise the minimum wage because of these goddamn tariffs. You know, I'm tired of hearing those words, tariffs and AI. They are two of the most annoying words that I'll ever hear in my entire life, all because of the president that we have, and even the company president refusing to raise the minimum wage to at least $20 an hour, considering what the circumstances are in this very struggling economy and the job market. And it's raining like hell again, man. What the fuck? It's raining so hard. Yesterday it wasn't raining as much. It was like off and on sunny and sprinkling here and there. On Christmas Eve, it was like raining this hard. So only when I had to go back to my dump, it was like raining so hard again. Fuck out of here, man. Getting sick of it. You know, I just had a really good Christmas day yesterday with the family, and even having to dress up as Santa for the first time, right? Now all of a sudden my spirit starts to break, going back to that dump again. Well, that's always been the case. You got to go back on the 26th, even though it's so goddamn slow. And considering the 26th is on a Friday, why couldn't we have the day off? You know, the HR was, you know, allowed the entire company, mind you, in 2018, when we had damn near 60 people, because I remember Juan was still in that company. He even alluded to me saying that, you know, that we almost had 60 people then, that we had the 24th off as well, the day of Christmas Eve. That was on a Monday. Why couldn't the same happen for this Friday? I'm getting sick of this, man. My spirit is already ruined, and I don't care if I'm so goddamn late. I left at 8:40. It's not like I had to even put anything up, if you know, because there's no flyers to put up on those always broken screens. There's always something that breaks in there, to the point where the workload has to lessen, right? So I'm not really missing out on anything, because there's never that much work to deal with anymore, period. So even if I come in past 9 o'clock, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna really miss out on anything anyway. Who the fuck cares? The only thing that ever happens with the way that this dump is now, is with how it transpired the last few years, especially with me being useless and And the people that we have now, especially in the service department, that just don't find me approachable, that never see me approachable like that, compared to the people we had before, like Trinetta and Daniel Moon, and you know, guys like Kathleen, L'Oreal, Julius, those people, like them, a majority were they were more approachable than these shit fucks here. I'm not saying all of them are shit fucks. A majority of them. It's why I'm always mentally corrupt. I feel like a loner every single day in that dump. So goddamn, dude, it's so hard to see, man. Hold on. There you go. Dude, it's like it's pouring and I can barely see the freeway out here. I mean, goddamn. Is it even foggy too? I know it's not foggy. It looks like it's foggy. With all the vehicles in this freeway, and it's like with all the water that they're splashing on, it makes it seem like it's foggy, right? I mean, damn, it's just that difficult. But whatever, dude. Whatever. I mean, this is exactly how I lost a lot of these friends. Real talk. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I just lost a subscriber. Could that be Julio, Robbie, or I don't know any other close friends that sub to me. Probably Anastasia. I mean, she hasn't even showed up as of late. She's probably fed up with me too, and I haven't even done her the birthday. I mean, I did the craft already, but I haven't even presented it yet. Who knows if at this point she's still cool with me? I wouldn't even be surprised either. And if that happens, that our friendship is finished, I'm blaming it on my dump. I don't care if anyone else thinks I'm making excuses. Even that motherfucker Carlos, man. As cool as I am with him, man, that motherfucker doesn't even watch my videos anymore. That clown doesn't even watch my videos. He ain't gonna see this shit. He only sees them when he found out I ghosted my entire circle for the first time. Ever since then, he hasn't done shit. So, you know, that clown don't even care. I bet you he probably unsubscribed to me. You think so? I was damn near 360 subs. Now it went down to 358. I was at 359. Now it went down 1 subscriber. That might have been Carlos, for all I know. Well, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, I mean, look at that, man. A lot of these people may think I'm making excuses. You know, they can say, you know, like what I got from Julio in the midsummer is something I never received from anyone else before. Nothing like it. But is that my fault? No, it's not. It's my dump's fault for mentally corrupting me. The way this dump is now is why I have all this drama in my life. Guys like him, Robbie, Angelique, Grizza, Christine, Marielle, Lovely Mel, Part Jory, they need to understand that. But they won't. Of course they wouldn't. They would not. It's not a problem with his workplace. It's a problem with his behavior. Yeah, as a result of that goddamn dump mentally corrupting me, motherfucker. Well, you need to work on yourself and stop making excuses. Yeah, I've been trying to work on myself, but it's already hard enough for me to better myself as a person for as long as I'm still in that dump. You fool. Just knowing that. Just knowing that there's no way. I said it many times, even in my old vlogs. I can try new things. I can develop new habits, new routines, what have you, outside this dump. A lot of these new things can happen to me. But if I'm still, and for as long as I'm still there, knowing that I can have such a good weekend, and this happens to Johnny too. I remember that one point, like when he used to have a girlfriend, like he had, what was it, that one weekend he was engaged, and when he comes back to that dump on a Monday, all of a sudden his spirit is broken. It's like he feels unhappy because of the environment. How else do you think I feel? That's why I have all this drama in my life. I'm gonna have another video about that sometime, dude. The point is, I should have just stayed home. It's gonna be slow as hell anyway. Predictably so, as it was every year. There's nothing to miss out on. Hell, it's been slow. Since 2023, when you had the almost 20 people that left. Man, I already been ranting about this goddamn place that I haven't even gotten to this topic. Well, this topic is about my dump anyway. I didn't even have time to brush my teeth, for Christ's sake. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it real short since I'm almost there. So, I can have a stretch of days. You know, I mean, I can even have a 1 month vacation. I can go to the Bahamas. I can go to the Philippines. I can go to Egypt. I can go to South Africa. I can go to Colombia or what have you. I can go to like all 50 states. I can go all over the U.S. for 1 month. But once I come back and I'm still in that dump, I'm still gonna feel like shit, dude. Regardless of how long, you know, I'm out. I can have a stretch of days. You know, it can be 3 days, a week, you know, 2 weeks, a month, where I'll have my spirit, where I can feel like myself. I can talk to my like remaining friends, supposed remaining friends that I have, and I can be cool with them like I've always was before. While I'm out, and it has to take me being out of that dump, you know, to be myself, and my focus will be better, and all that. Mind you, my forgetting is at an all-time high. People can say, "Oh yeah, it happens. Everybody forgets." Yeah, I'm not stupid to know that, but the fact of the matter is, for me, my forgetting is next level for as long as I'm still in this dump. I mean, I've forgotten some things before. I mean, that's normal. But for me to forget this much at a rate that I never had to face before, even for some of the smallest, like the biggest things I forget about, is what's causing my forgetting to be at an all-time high. My decision making, my mistake, you know, my number of mistakes and all that, and even my forgetting, it's totally next level, dude. Is as a result of why this dump has continued to destroy my spirit. Just like when you have LeBron James in the team, when he comes back after like a certain amount of games, you know, then once he comes back, he starts ruining their joy. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. It's just unbelievable what they have to face. It's nice for the station to continue still playing Christmas music. I better park all the way the fuck up there, because who knows if it's gonna be windy. Yeah, I mean, I know it's raining, but still. I'm just gonna park right here. I know there's not so many. Dude, how many cars am I counting? Is it like only 10? I don't give a fuck, dude. This place sucks. This place sucks for the life of me. I'm never gonna fault myself, but I'm gonna for all these happenings, especially all the dramas that I receive. I'm sick of it, man. But that's all I gotta say, dude. Is that, you know, I can have a stretch of days, to where I can be myself, or even just a month, and next thing you know, once I'm back in this dump, I'm gonna feel like shit again. I'm gonna be like the worst version of myself. Is it any wonder, to quote KC from Behind the Line, is it any wonder why I'm at my 4th straight bad year? I'll let that sit and marinate. Peace.